Hi everyone, I'm the only Kayla, and today we are doing a really fun segment with Hendrix Gin. And to talk about Hendrix' new gin launch, I have Erik with me. Erik is the East Coast brand ambassador for Hendrix Gin. Erik, thank you so much for stopping by Mega Atlanta Radio.
Thank you for having me. It's super exciting to be here in the studio with you.
Awesome. Well, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today.
Yes.
So let's get right into it. Tell me a little bit about this new gin launch, Neptunia.
Absolutely. So Hendrix Gin is a Scottish gin that is distilled by a woman named Lesley Gracie. So she's our master distiller. She came up with the Hendrix Gin from the beginning, and she's the boss of the distillery, so to speak. So Hendrix Gin has recently come up with a few new launches, and this is from our cabinet of curiosities. You can see here on the bottle, it says here on the little banner here, and Lesley Gracie has created a gin that is inspired by the magic of the sea. So that is super exciting. The special things here with Hendrix Neptunia is that it is infused with a few additional botanicals. So, to get that little sea feeling, that sea coastal feeling, she's got some sea kelp, actually two sustainably sourced type of sea kelp, coastal thyme for additional herbaceousness, and lime as well.
Awesome.
So those are the botanicals that are on top of the Hendrix original botanicals, so to speak. Yeah.
So for people who may not be avid drinkers or be like really interested in trying this, how would you kind of describe the taste of this particular?
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
That's a great question, because Hendrix Gin is we have a very particular house style.
Okay.
So when we make our gin, or when Lesley actually makes our gin, we use two different types of stills. One that gives it a rich, pungent, quite heavy distillate, and one that gives a much more floral and elegant distillate. And we blend those two together. So you get the best of both worlds in balance and harmony. And then we infuse our gin with cucumbers and roses. So that is the
Roses?
Hendrix. Yes, there's roses in all Hendrix gins. And cucumbers as well. Yep. So that is how we make Hendrix Original. Two different stills infused with cucumbers and roses. But for the Hendrix Neptunia, we infuse it with these additional 3 botanicals that is inspired by the magic of the sea. So, you know, Lesley and the Hendrix distillery, it's actually located just on the southwest coast of Scotland. And that is, you know, just a mile off the coast. And Lesley walks her dogs there almost every morning. So she got that inspiration from like the, you know, the coastal winds, you know, all those things. So.
And now also tell me a little bit about the launch. When did you guys launch, and where are they being sold for anyone who's interested in purchasing?
Yes, absolutely. So Hendrix Gin and Neptunia in particular is available on multiple liquor stores, but also in a lot of cocktail bars.
Nice.
You can find it there. And you can also definitely find it on Drizzly and order, you know, wherever, you know, where you are in the country or around the area, you can find it there. And but if you see a bar that has it, I can recommend you to ask the bartender to make some cocktails.
Okay.
Because gin, you know, is the only spirit we don't really drink straight. You know, gin has to be mixed in a way. So that's why I bought a bunch of cocktail ingredients here, so we can make some drinks.
I'm really excited about that.
Exactly. Yeah. So our signature drink for Hendrix Neptunia, it's called the Neptunia Fizz.
Neptunia Fizz.
Exactly.
Okay.
So a fizz, a cocktail with some kind of sparkling element, of course. And this is really simple for everyone to make at home. It's really, really straightforward. So what I'm going to do is, well, first of all, I'm going to show you my bar kit.
Okay, yes, I would love to.
Like, a little cool bar kit here. And for those of you who bartend at home, you know, you might get some gin inspiration from this.
Tell everyone what we have here.
So this is a cocktail strainer. So you can strain from mixing glasses or shakers to keep the ice and the small bits and bobs left in the shaker like that. 2 different types. This is a little Hendrix fan. Should you get, you know,
a little too hot drinking the Hendrix.
Atlanta, you know it. A couple of jiggers, different sizes for different measures. We're going to use this one, so I'm going to keep it right here. 2 ounces and 1 ounce, for instance. And of course, if you need an ice pick, it's pretty good. You know, you can pick some ice like that. But always safety first, you know, so you...
You're locked and loaded here.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I do need to check in this bag whenever I fly.
Yeah.
Some citrus peelers, really good to have. Wine key, fine strainer. A muddler, if you want to muddle cucumbers or maybe some other fresh fruits and stuff.
Whenever making mojitos, too.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oof, I like myself a mojito. You can make mojitos with gin, you know.
Oh, really?
Yes, I heard that at least.
Oh, okay. Well, I've never had it with gin before, so that's definitely something to try.
Absolutely.
First drink.
Going into the cocktail now, yeah. So what we want to start with is the Hendrix Neptunia.
Okay.
And we want to have 2 parts of this. And the 2 parts is the full jigger, or the big part here.
Ooh,
this one here. And then we are doing a half, or like a 1 part rather, of freshly squeezed lime juice. And you know, fresh is always best. You see that? And so that's why I got my big juice press here to press some. Whoops, that typically happens when you press juices.
Would you consider this like a summer drink?
Definitely a summer drink.
A summer drink, yeah, because you know how you have those certain cocktails that you love to drink in the summer or for like brunch. You know, you have your mimosas. So would you say this is definitely something you would have in the summer when you're out with your friends?
Summer drink for sure. Even like, you know, late spring here in Atlanta, it's like it's pretty hot already. So
yeah, it was 80 degrees last week.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. We did not have that in New York City, I promise you.
Oh no, I'm sure. It was snowing.
Oh dear. Yeah, it was.
In New York, it was snowing.
It was. So what we want to do here...
and what was that you have there?
And that last bit, thank you, that was a little bit of simple syrup.
Okay, yes.
So if you want to make simple syrup at home, you just take 1 part of water, 1 part of white sugar, and you just simmer it very gently on the stove. Or you can even mix it cold if you want. It takes a bit longer time. It's fine. And then you let it cool down. And this makes basically so the Hendrix Neptunia, lime juice, and the sugar. And if you want to taste your cocktails along the way, you can do it at this point, you know, when you're already kind of making it. And so check for the balance, and the balance between sweetness and sugar, sweetness and acidity. Woo! And we have some sparkling water, of course. And just to top it off, and this one is the sort of Neptunia Fizz. What I want to do is to get it stirred up a little bit, so all the bubbles are stirred into the drink.
And now, you know how certain drinks that you have, like when you drink straight, it's like can be a little overpowering, and then there's other drinks that when you try them straight, it's just like really smooth. How would you describe this? Would you say it's like a smooth? I mean, I know you don't drink Hendrix
well, I mean,
straight.
some people do.
But I mean, for people, like would you describe it like a smooth taste?
Absolutely. The smoothness comes from, or the roundness that Lesley wants to achieve with the gin, like. I described when she's making it. Oh, I want you to sip this drink first.
Okay.
And I'll talk about the gin.
Okay, let's see.
So the gin.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be out with my friends, hanging out
on a yacht somewhere, just on a weekend, chilling out.
That's really good, and it is very smooth.
Yeah, and refreshing.
It's not overpowering. It is refreshing too.
Exactly, and the smoothness or the roundness, it comes from the way of making the gin.
Okay.
So she has that 2 different distillates, like the heavier, bit richer, pungent distillate and the lighter, more floral one.
Yeah.
And she blends those together.
The cucumber definitely made it feel fresh.
Always
and then also I would say that the ingredients just mix really well. Because, you know, sometimes you have a drink and let's say it's like the juice is off or maybe it just doesn't go. But these mix so well that it really does taste like summer. Like, it's crazy.
And mix it with fresh ingredients. It just makes everything so well.
Yeah, that was really good.
And now, so that's the Neptunia Fizz.
Okay.
And just, if you were interested in more Hendrix Gin cocktails, hendrixgin.com.
How would you describe the difference in taste from the original Hendrix Gin to Neptunia?
Awesome. Yes, so they are, Hendrix Neptunia is definitely coming from sort of the house of Hendrix. You can recognize the house style.
Yes.
It's not very, very dissimilar, but the difference here is that those 3 additional botanicals, sea kelp, coastal thyme, and lime, the sea kelp gives it a touch of salinity, but also a little bit of a touch of the ocean a little bit. So you can almost feel that if you drink it straight.
Okay.
The coastal thyme gives it that extra herbaceousness. And the lime is just like a beautiful, long, elegant citrus finish.
Awesome.
So that's the
signature cocktail.
Yeah, the signature cocktail. Great for summers.
And highly recommend.
Ooh la la.
Okay, so what is up next?
Up next, it's actually one of my own creations.
We are getting lit here at Mega Atlanta Radio.
Enjoy responsibly, everyone. One of my creations is, you know, when I was a young bartender, one of the first cocktails we made was a sea breeze. So
yes, Bahama sea breeze.
Yeah, right. And then I thought I could make a variation of the sea breeze. So I call this one the Breeze of 7 Seas.
Breeze of 7 Seas.
Yes, exactly. And
it already sounds good. I feel like I should be on a cruise.
Exactly. All the cruises.
So you're putting the full glass.
Yeah, so two parts here.
Okay.
of the Hendrix Neptunia. It goes in like that. And in this one, I have a few other ingredients. So I pressed some grapefruit and made a whole mess here in the studio. But it coming from these red grapefruits, red or pink, if you wish. So I want to have an ounce of that. That is kind of one of the ingredients in a sea breeze, you know, the grapefruit. But just an ounce, and then I want to have some pomegranate juice in there. So this drink doesn't have any simple syrup. So it's a little bit lower in sugar, which I kind of like, you know. And this just gives it a wonderful red color.
And now I know certain liquors are vegan friendly.
Yes.
Is Hendrix Gin vegan friendly?
It is indeed, yeah.
Awesome.
And it is also gluten-free and kosher.
Oh, amazing.
Yep.
That's awesome. So that means everyone who is vegan and gluten-free can enjoy this as well.
Exactly.
That already looks good.
Yeah, we all need a little bit of color in our drink sometimes. And so like this, the pomegranate really makes it pop, the color like that. But it's also a lighter cocktail. And I call it the Breeze of Seven Seas. So I was going to garnish this actually with a little ship here. So you can...
so cute. Now, you're saying this one is lighter than this one, you would say?
Yeah, exactly, in the body of the cocktail.
What is this called again?
The Breeze of Seven Seas.
The Breeze of Seven Seas. Here we go, guys. You want to
He's sailing. No, I'm going to hold this for you, because it was a little bit full. Sorry.
That is a lot lighter. It is really good, though.
Yeah, and I think...
and you know what I like about it? It's not overpowering. Like the pomegranate, sometimes it's a hit or miss when you put it in your drink, but that is really good. Like
it's light, and I think...
It's very light, which I think is... can be a good thing and a bad thing. Yeah, it's a good thing because it's like it's super light and it's like fun and you know. But then at the same time, it's like you forget.
Oh, how
still,
that is.
You know?
Yeah, you might not feel it.
You might not feel it, but after the maybe second or third, and you're like, wait a second.
Yeah, it's always good to enjoy it responsibly.
No, but that was absolutely delicious. That was really good.
Yeah, and the
you might have sold me on gin, honestly, because I'm used to just drinking like rum or vodka. Yeah. I've never really tried gin, and like I stay away from dark liquor. It's not my favorite, but I don't know.
Yeah, I dabble a bit in whiskey,
honestly.
But a vodka drinker, as some say, is a gin drinker in training.
Okay, so I've been training this whole time.
Yeah, no, it's one of my early mentors who coined that, but I think it is very true that you know you start off and you try vodkas, but then you want to progress into a bit more richer flavors and experiment a little bit. And I think like the Neptunia is really a great drink that matches and captures that magic of the sea, but also the balance that Lesley always has strived for in her gins. So a little bit of that salinity, but also that citrus tone.
And I think also in both drinks you can definitely taste that like ocean breeze. Like you can definitely taste that in that. And I think also it's great for people who may not be avid drinkers, but they do want to have like a little cocktail. I think these are perfect because, like I said, it's not overpowering. It's really, really good, and it's light, but it's
perfect.
You know, it's going to hit you eventually.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. And you can, if you are interested in a little bit of a Neptunia spa kit, you can actually go online on hendricksgin.com to our teeny shop.
Okay.
And purchase those kits. And on for those kits, we have a little bit of magic items that makes you feel like you are just on the coast of a beautiful sunset.
And you get that with the Neptunia?
And Neptunia will have to purchase separately.
Okay.
But from the website you can get the kit.
The kit. Oh,
exactly.
Awesome.
And it has some beautiful shell phones. And if you listen to a seashell, you can hear the ocean. So we've actually
that's really cool.
Yeah, we don't have the headphone. We have a shell phone. If you want to double, your experience of the ocean. So that plus a bunch of other wonderful things in the kit. So that's cool.
That is really cool. Yep. And now everyone can purchase that on the website.
Exactly. Yeah. It'll be hendricksgin.com on the teeny tiny shop.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. And now, how long is it a limited edition?
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that. How long is it, or like, can people get these in store or on the website?
Yeah, so it just launched now.
Okay.
Basically in the month of March in 2022, if you're watching this later. But it's available throughout 2022 and perhaps a little bit longer.
Okay, so for the remainder of the year and possibly
we'll
2023,
see.
we'll see.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And or major liquor stores have it, but also some great cocktail bars will be able to pick it up. But it is a limited release. What is so cool about this is that this is our third release, and what Lesley has done, like this whole magic of the sea, is something that she's really captured in here with her special infusions, but also the balance between them and the whole brand world. You know, a bit of Jules Verne in there.
No, yeah, I think it is a really good balance of the two. It's not, you know, it doesn't feel like it's too harsh or you feel like you can't drink it. It feels really good, especially with these two cocktails you made. I'm sure our viewers are absolutely going to love it, especially for me. You know, like I said, I've never really had gin before. So if you're thinking about it or if you are an avid gin drinker, this is definitely the way to go for sure.
Absolutely, and I post some cocktails as well on Ginstagram at Young Mr. Flanagan.
Thank you so much, Erik, for stopping by Mega Atlanta Radio. It was amazing to hear about Hendrix' new gin launch. Definitely amazing to taste these cocktails and also to learn more about these recipes because I had no idea.
Wonderful. It's been a pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.